Something has already shifted inside and around your home that defies every natural explanation. And the person receiving these words right now is standing at the center of a divine recalibration so precise and so powerful that the physical walls of your space are literally beginning to hold different frequency than they did just days ago. Because what is coming into your home was not attracted by luck or coincidence, but by the specific quality of soul that has been living inside that space and refusing to let darkness define it. And the change that is approaching your door is not small. In all of spiritual history, across every recorded account of divine intervention over households and family environments, the magnitude of transformation being directed toward your home right now stands completely alone, because the cosmic laws that govern how blessing moves into physical spaces require decades of alignment and generational faithfulness before this level of shift is authorized. And yet, what is happening to your home is bypassing every ordinary timeline, not because the rules have been broken, but because your soul has satisfied requirements that most people spend entire lifetimes never even approaching, making this moment in your home's history one that has no true precedent in the spiritual record. Now pause and think about something that happened in the last 48 hours inside your home or directly connected to it. Because there was a moment, a real and specific moment, where you chose to protect the peace of your space instead of feeding a conflict that was growing. Or you chose to give from a household that did not feel full enough to give. Or you chose to stay and hold things together when walking away would have been so much easier. And that moment you are remembering right now is not random memory. It is the living proof that the transformation already moving toward your home is real and already active, already reorganizing the energy of your space before your eyes can confirm it. What you were never told is that your home has been under constant observation from both sides of the spiritual spectrum, with forces of darkness circling your space, looking for the crack where bitterness or resentment or despair would finally split the foundation you have been building, and forces of divine light standing at the perimeter of your property, tracking every single choice made by the soul at the center of that household. And both sides have been watching the same person make the same kind of decision over and over again, which is the decision to choose integrity and love, even when the home itself felt like it was working against you. There were seasons when the atmosphere inside your walls was so heavy that walking through your own front door felt like carrying a weight no one else could see. And in those seasons, you were tested in ways that went far deeper than financial pressure or relational conflict, because you were being asked whether you would remain a source of peace in an environment that was actively producing chaos. And you chose yes, and there were nights when the loneliness inside a full house could have broken you open into bitterness. And you chose to keep loving anyway, and there were moments of scarcity that could have made you close your hands. And instead you kept them open, and every single one of those choices was recorded in full. Because of the unbroken pattern of those choices, divine intelligences that govern the alignment of households across human civilization have placed your home into a classification reserved for the rarest of spaces. And the classification declares your home a consecrated environment, meaning the ground beneath it, the air within it, and the relationships that move through it carry a frequency that magnetically draws blessing, healing, and divine order toward it, not because your home has been perfect or without struggle, but because the soul, living at its center, has consistently made it a place where integrity refused to die, regardless of what pressure was applied from the outside. And then God looked directly at your home, not with the broad gaze that covers all creation, but with the specific and focused attention that in spiritual law carries the weight of immediate activation. And the archangels assigned to the protection of households and family destinies paused in their eternal work and witnessed, alongside God, the moment your space was fully seen. And what was observed in that moment was a home that had been held together by a soul of extraordinary faithfulness. And the divine witness that fell on your space in that moment was not passive. It was the kind of seeing that changes what is seen simply by the act of seeing it. In the moment of that divine observation, a decree was released over your home. And this decree is not a suggestion or a seasonal blessing, but a permanent and binding declaration from the highest authority in existence, stating that the environment surrounding your life will now align completely with the soul that inhabits it, that every relationship under your roof, every financial current flowing through your household, every emotional atmosphere filling your rooms will be restructured to reflect the integrity and love that you have poured into that space through years of quiet and unwitnessed faithfulness. And no force in any dimension has the authority to reverse or delay what has been decreed over your home. You are an ancient soul, and you have always been a consecrator of spaces, meaning wherever you have lived across the long arc of your spiritual existence, you have carried the assignment of making physical environments hold divine frequency, of turning ordinary rooms into places where something sacred is felt by everyone who enters. And the home you are living in right now was not assigned to you by accident, but because the specific space in this specific season needed exactly the soul you are, needed someone who would pour faithfulness into its walls until the walls themselves began to hold it. And that is precisely what you have done. Your mission connected to this home is now fully active, and it extends far beyond your own comfort, because the peace entering your space is designed to overflow. The financial alignment coming toward your household is a resource for your capacity to bless others. And every improvement crossing your threshold from this moment forward is both a personal gift and a tool for the larger work you are here to do, which is to demonstrate to every person in your sphere what a home anchored in divine integrity actually feels like from the inside, so that they carry that feeling back into their own spaces and begin building what you have built. Watch your home carefully now, because the material evidence of what has been decreed will begin appearing in ways you did not plan or manufacture. A tension that has lived inside your walls for a long time will dissolve quietly without a dramatic confrontation. A financial opening will present itself that reorganizes the pressure sitting over your household. A relationship within your space will soften in a way that creates genuine connection where distance used to live. And each of these shifts will arrive with a timing so precise that you will know without any doubt that divine hands are actively rearranging your environment to match your soul. And as your home changes, the people who enter it will feel something they cannot put into words. They will sit inside your space and breathe more slowly. They will leave carrying a lightness they did not arrive with. And without you saying a single word about spiritual things or divine intervention, the atmosphere built by your choices will speak directly to something dormant inside every visitor. And some of them will go home and begin protecting their own spaces differently. And some will begin choosing peace over conflict in their own walls. And the ripple that started inside your home will move silently into households across your entire surrounding community. And you are not the only home where this is happening, because right now, across the world, thousands of spaces just like yours are crossing the same threshold of activation. Households where a faithful soul has been holding things together through impossible seasons are all receiving the same decree in the same window of time. And together, these homes form a global network of consecrated spaces that are anchoring a new frequency of peace and integrity into the physical earth. And your home is one of the essential points in that network, which means what happens inside your four walls carries a significance that ripples outward far beyond your neighborhood or your city. If these words landed somewhere real inside you, leave 777 in the comments right now and share this with someone whose home has been through the storm, because they need to know their change is coming too. Subscribe so the next message finds you at exactly the right moment in your next season. And stay until the very end of every message, because because the final word is always the one your soul has been waiting the longest to hear.